A cat. A cheetah. Cheetah can run very fast.
Yeah.
No, I don't really.
Oh.
I've got loads of friends.
Yeah, he's got loads of friends. I'm one of his friends, aren't I?
Yes.
You trust me as a friend, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
But he stole my...
I didn't mean to steal your timetable. I actually didn't steal it. I misplaced it and put it in my pocket and then realised that I already had my timetable.
No one could do it.
I didn't feel it, okay? I have friends like him. Bryony and Kiara are two girls I talk to at break, but I normally just play with everyone else. Yeah, we're partners too, which works. Sometimes I'm like, Lucy, be quiet. And then sometimes I'm like drawing, because we're supposed to draw a toothbrush in DT. Design a toothbrush. And so I was like drawing, and she was like, oh, I'm not sure what to do, Dimity, what are you doing? This is going to be so great. I've thought of it. I'm really good at this. And I'm like, Lucy, be quiet.
I play the violin and the electric guitar, and I sometimes go fossil hunting with my dad. I found a dinosaur bone in the Isle of Wight. I am a tennis person. I like every sport really, so sports and probably gaming and going out on like day trips and stuff like that with my family, so yeah.
When I was just in the library, I found out one interesting fact in one of the books. In the sea animals group, seals can go under the water for 20 minutes.
You're definitely someone I'd go to cheer myself up. Like, you always have a joke that just to like make me smile. That's always a good thing about you.
And you are always smart. In a good way.
Yeah.
Come up with good ideas.
Thanks.
Knock knock.
Who's that?
Scooby. No, silly Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That's based on a movies we like watching from Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
The way they teach their subjects.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably the way they teach the subjects, because like they make them really easy to understand.
And they make it fun so you don't really get as bored. They keep it fun and joyful.
Yeah, and reception, I remember when we were learning like all the subjects they didn't make it really like hard, but they wouldn't make it hard like they didn't make it really like loads of things to learn. They just made it like fun and learning. It's the best way to teach people, I think.
Well, for me, mainly seeing all my friends at school and playing with them, having a nice time.
Not many people say this, but I love learning. Like, I love working and stuff like that. So probably I love about school, learning new things, running with your friends and playing with your friends and making new ones as well.
I kind of liked it, kind of didn't. Seeing even more of the juniors school, and so that was good. But the part that I didn't like was if your friends weren't in your class, you couldn't play with them.
The thing I liked to homeschooling was I could spend time with my relatives. But the bad thing was I couldn't play and talk to my friends.
I'm a big extrovert, so I felt kind of lonely during lockdown. I have got a sister, but she's older than me and slightly annoying now. And so I I mean, it worked well, and they did it in an efficient way, but I still prefer normal
Yeah,
school.
I do prefer normal school because you get to get don't know the word, but you get to get in contact with what you're learning.
Well, you have to listen, be kind, follow the rules, concentrate, try your hardest. Set an example. Don't talk, don't fiddle, don't shout out. Yeah, that's so many things that I can't think of right now. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think a good student means perseverance, resilience, and trying your very hardest. I agree with Evan, but also not interrupting the teacher, because it's just annoying when someone interrupts. You have to be ready to learn, not like just sitting there doing nothing. You have to be ready to do it. And the great thing is, if you do that, because when you get like 90% in a test, you just feel really happy, because I got 90% once and I was just happy with it, really happy. But if you got like 50% because you didn't work hard, you wouldn't be happy, I don't think.
Maths.
I have lots of subjects that I like, so I can't really order them into separate.
Like favourites, least favourites.
What the ones that you like?
Well, I like games and PE, swimming also. I like maths, I like humanities, I like English.
Math, definitely.
Maths and
Being
art.
my favourite whole through the school. I am
Maths
great
and
at
art.
it. I'm probably the best in the year, maybe.
I'm really good at maths. I like maths and art.
Oh, for me, my favourite teacher in the school is Miss Skinner. I had her in year 5. She was the nicest teacher, and she helped me out a lot with maths because I was struggling with that. And now she's in year 6, and I'm with Mrs. Hammonds, and not Miss Skinner. So I still have her for maths. So I try and make the most of it. I couldn't really say my favourite teacher because I love all the teachers really. So I would probably say if I had to say my top favourites, probably be Mr. Cordy, Mrs. Hammonds, Miss Skinner, or Mr. Simpson probably.
I would say my teacher for year 2, Mrs. Williams.
I kind of don't want to say it because then the teachers that I have had before really watch it.
Same as me, because I can't think of any. And I just went for Mrs. Williams, my year 2 teacher.
I normally just stick to the crowd, because there's like playgrounds, and so we either choose the top playground, which everyone normally plays football, and I just stand there being the girl referee, just going around being like, I don't even know what you did there, but I'm just gonna say yellow card because everyone else is shouting at me to give you a yellow card. So yeah, but normally we also play like bulldog and tag and stuff like that.
Hide and seek dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Play with my friends.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
sometimes go to the library when we can.
Because we have different library times because the year groups aren't allowed to mix up. Well, there is something called the reading challenge. So if you read 12 books in the year, then you get a prize. So there's that, but sometimes they're non-fiction and fiction. But mostly I like to read non-fiction.
I love it. I remember when I first came to the school and I wore the blazer, I felt like so professional. And I was just like, oh, I'm so smart like this. And then my sister, and I love the ties, but my sister finds the ties super hard. I like the choice of uniform, and yeah.
I always don't wear jumper because it makes me feel so hot. Because the colour's even hot as well. So hopefully black's just perfect for me.
I like our school uniform. I like it because it makes us look smart and it makes us look all grown up, to say that. Because if we were just in the school uniform we were in the infant school, it wouldn't really make us feel that we are who we are.
Well, sometimes it's like 25 degrees, and that's quite hot for us because we're not used to it. So, and sometimes at about 30, you're allowed to take our ties off because it's so hot. I kind of wish that we were allowed to do that more, but otherwise from that, I like the school uniform.
They're really tasty. Tasty is the best way to describe them, I think. Tasty, delicious.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
especially when it smells especially when it smells meatballs in
that melts down like level.
Too. Oh, I really miss those meatballs.
Up here it's really good because you have loads more choices, and then if you don't, you can just have a sandwich.
It's really good. The grab and go section is where I like to go, but sometimes when I have time, I go around the hot meals.
But now the grab and goes disappeared. There's no hot dogs.
Oh my gosh, hot dogs are the best.
They're so delicious.
My sister loves the meatball sub, definitely. She said, Dimity, make sure you talk about the meatball subs. And I was like, for hot dogs, no offense. Yeah.
Pizza, Margaret, basically cheese.
Margarita,
not Margaret.
Oh, mine's roast dinner.
Mine's probably lasagna. One thing about lasagna as well, I'm going to say this. For my whole life, until I'm 10 years old right now, about 3 months ago, I learned that it was actually lasagna. I thought it was rosagna my whole life. Literally. And I said to the person serving, "Can I have lasagna, please?" But it was lasagna. And then they were like, "What?
What's lasagna?"
And then, yeah.
We haven't got any so far,
but we do work inside school. But outside school, if
we've got
there
enough
is any,
homework.
yeah, but that's only one piece. But on Google Classroom, there are different. If they post homework, a notification will pop up, and
They do optional work.
they do optional work, but they say that it would be better to do it so you can learn more.
I mean, like doing the optional maths homework, like the optional extension.
I like it because you can learn even more.
Even if the lesson's really hard, there's always extension, like that's a bit easier, but it's still quite hard. So you're challenging yourself as well.
We had English homework and a book.
You have to write everything down.
Yeah, in the English homework, it's like a small book, like pretty small. And so then she'd give you like a learning objective, and with your partner you tick off, because you do it over the weekends, and in the next day you tick it off and your partner would read it. And so you need to make it presentable for your partner.
If you can't read it, there's a cross.
Yeah, if your partner's like picky, like, oh, this should have been a full stop. Your punctuation and grammar is horrible. But no, I don't know anyone who would do that. But
But astronaut, because it's interesting and you get to discover new galaxies and planets and stuff. Go see aliens if they're alive. green, three-legged, eight-legged. Maybe they'll have eyes on their toes. 8. Like an octopus. 500. 8 legs. An octopus has.
Teacher. Footballer. Literally, I'm football mad.
Football everywhere. Football here, football. I just always have liked the idea of that. I don't know specifically, I just like the sound of it, like the look of it, and I just really want to be.
If I was a teacher, I would choose reception.
Why?
I'm really nice and friendly.
That's true.
So I would like playing with the reception.
I guess in the juniors you would have to be a bit more strict.
I said this to my friend who used to be in my old school because when I moved, she also moved. This year. No, Sarah. Remember?
What?
Yes. So I talked to her and I said, "Don't worry, everyone is super nice here, and there are a ton of people actually waiting to be your friend. Everybody is really excited when there's like a new person. Everyone just like is like, oh my gosh, I wonder what they're like. I want to be their friend. I want to help them." But they're like nobody overcrowds them, and so it's really nice and it's a fun place. And if you have like a worry, you can just talk to any teacher.
Yes, any teacher
Yeah.
can help you.
They're all open, and they're also pastoral. And Mr. Corey is a pastoral head, and also Miss George. She helps people as well.
Who have problems.
Yeah, if they like struggle with anything, or if they have like, or if they're really worried about something, she can help you. And yeah.
Yes.
I would say be kind, work hard, and basically that's it. Be kind.
Well, if you're ever thinking of coming to a school, I would say come to this one because, well, my mum had 10 schools to pick and she picked this one. And when I came in reception, everyone was really welcoming to me, and also they do make you work really hard, but when you finish it, it all pays off. So always work hard, even if you think you can't do it. Just do it.
Yeah, same as well. Work hard and you'll be rewarded.